Hello and welcome to another video. This week we are setting up a weekly spread for January. I like to just kind of give you guys an idea of how my weeks look during the month. I don't do a weekly spread every week just because that's a little much for me, but I think it's fun to kind of get a little inside look at what my weekly spreads look like. So this week I'm setting up a faux Dutch door spread. This black piece of paper here I am turning into a to-do list, and then I am keeping my little calendar in the top left-hand corner. I really like having that there because it's hard for me to visualize the month and where I am in the month without having a snapshot of the calendar. So I do that, and then I have been doing events underneath that, which has been pretty helpful so far. I love how this gold jelly roll looks on this black paper. It's just beautiful. So that's kind of what I did with this whole spread, is a lot of like ripped pieces of black paper and gold written on them. And then here I am folding up the page. I just folded it in half so that I can have a little bit more space for my weekly spread. My to-do lists aren't usually that long for days. I don't have that many tasks that I put on each list because then I'll get really overwhelmed. So I might use the bottom for journaling or doodling or something like that. And then this month I have been tracking my habits on my weekly spreads, which has been super helpful. There's only been one day that I've kind of missed doing it, and I tried to write the things that I remembered doing in it, but I've only missed one day so far, which is not bad. I have a lot of trouble keeping up with habit trackers and mood trackers and stuff like that, so this is an easier way for me to do it because I'm looking at the weekly and I don't have to like switch over to a different page, and I still have to remember to look at the journal, but I've been having luck with it so far in the, week and a half that I've been doing it. And yeah, I just put a little bit of one of my gold shimmery watercolors. I put that to highlight the week that we are in. And then I am ripping off kind of irregular shaped pieces of paper to be headers for each of the days of the week. So for my Wednesday, obviously, it's funny because I had the thought before I wrote Wednesday, maybe you should do Wednesday in pencil first. And I was like, no, I know how to spell Wednesday. And then I immediately messed it up. So I just turned the piece of paper over and good as new. Easy fix. And I love the like scrapbooky feel of putting these dark pieces of black paper with the shining gold and pasting them in the notebook. I love how like thick my book gets through the year. It's just very satisfying to me to look at the, like the empty pages and compare those to the used pages. Just like, dang, you got beefy. Anyways, I'm using my Tambi mono adhesive. It's just a roll-on double-sided tape. Glue tape. I mean, it's probably tape, technically, I think. But I really like it. It's pretty sticky and I've never had anything fall out after using this tape, so it's pretty nice. I get refills of it that you can just slot in, and yeah, easy peasy, would recommend. I did want to make sure that everything was lined up well so that there's no like paper sticking out where it shouldn't be. Obviously the to-do list doesn't fit perfectly in that space, but that's fine. I want it to be a little bit bigger because that's where I write my like weekly stuff that isn't specific to the day. And then I'll kind of move it over when I plan in the morning. So I write everything down on the to-do list. At the beginning of the week, I'll move over stuff that I didn't finish last week, etc., etc. And then in the morning, I like to sit down with my bullet journal, or this is ideally what I would do, is sit down with my bullet journal and then decide like what tasks on that list I need to get done today, and then maybe what other tasks I want to get done, or if there are specific events that I'm going to, just making a note of that, even if I don't write it down again. Just being like, okay, this is what my day looks like. And then I also had this little extra section, so I put a goals, and I'm gonna write down some of my goals for the week there. And that is it. Just a nice little faux Dutch door spread. My only regret is not putting the to-do list where the goals is, or putting it where the calendar and the events are so that I can see it no matter where, like no matter how it's opened. But things to keep in mind for next time, or if you kind of want to recreate a spread like this, I would recommend switching the goals and the to-do section. So putting the goals over on the left page and putting the to-do over on the right, so that no matter how it's been opened, you can see that. But oh well, live and you learn, right? And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like. I would love if you subscribed, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!